What's up, everybody? Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be speaking about the 1979 D penny. Now, what we're going to focus on is the fact that there are a fair amount of different varieties, error coins, and other super high-grade coins with this date and mint mark that will be worth significantly more than a cent, though most of these coins are only going to be worth 1 cent. So you want to know if you have the ones to look for. That's what this presentation is about, along with a little bit of overall history on the Lincoln Memorial cent. So I've made a presentation. Let's get right into it, and I'll explain everything you need to know pretty concisely. And here we've got our 1979 D Lincoln Memorial cent. So we're going to pretty much skip through the general overview for the entire run from 1959 to 2008. If you want to pause, you can. All of these will be copper, so they're not legal to melt, but they are all worth over a cent at current pricing of copper. Now, in terms of the mintage, there are over 4 billion of these made. They're obviously not going to be rare, but they're worth certifying. I would really say you want to have a mint state 67 before you certify it. That way, if it comes back at a 66, you can basically make your money back or make a little bit of money, but they're relatively difficult to move. Even if the price guide says that they're like 40 or something, I generally estimate at 30, and it's probably not going to be super easy to sell it right away for that amount. Now, the varieties, those can be cool finds. So here we have a repunched mint mark where the protrusion is to the east of the coin. You can see both down here coming out as well as on the side from this angle. It's going to be, not anything too significant, but mint state 65, if we go back, really is worth $10, and that's a stretch. This will be more like 25, and I think people will pay, $5 if you've got one a little more circulated. There's also going to be a slightly repunched one where you can see split serifs coming out. It's a bit of a clockwise rotation, but in the top and both on the southwest and the northwest. There's also a third repunching. This one's a little more clear in terms of just being significantly rotated in a clockwise manner, where the D not really straight, and you can see the sort of elongated sides that represent two different protrusions with, again, values ranging from $5 to $10 up to maybe 20-25 in mint state. Then there's also going to be some mint errors. There's two that I wanted to highlight today. This one sold for over $500 about 2 years ago. It was split before the strike, so that means that there were impurities basically in the copper that caused the planchet to come apart, and it was then double struck, meaning that it did not eject properly from the dies after the first striking, causing a second imprint to happen. Then after that, there's also a struck through cloth error. This one only sold for $110, but this seems to have probably escaped for a little while. Only mint state 60 red, but the cloth is struck all the way through Liberty, and it's just a tiny piece that somehow wound up in the die, between the die and the planchet when the coin was struck. So that brings us to the conclusion of this coin, but a few different repunch mint mark. Nothing too special or specific, but still, it's always fun to go treasure hunting, find something on a coin that most people are paying 1 cent for. So best of luck finding it. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like the video, comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I also have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and some other social media platforms. You can also go to my main channel website, treasuretownYT.com, to learn more about the channel and sort of stay in contact. I also will eventually host all of these videos on coinsmetalscards.com, which will be both news, marketplace, and coin information. I do have the goal of eventually getting pretty much every U.S. coin, date, mint mark, denomination on the channel with a similar video to the one that you just watched, and that will likely all be hosted there. And then I also have treasuretowncoins.com, which is sort of my coin dealing wing, coin dealing only entity that is a little bit less focused on content production. So thank you so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my other videos. I also have videos that are not just the date, mint mark, denomination recap in this format, so you can check some of those out, and I'll have fun seeing you there.